love that sound.
Yes.
You know, everyone says that at the very start. Everyone says that. I got a story with it too, but you probably heard it in most of them. It's like I went looking for the sound and it was...
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, it was like the first one I listened to, and it was named Mysterious, and I was like, yeah, no, okay, that'll work. I just left it there. But welcome. We are here again, once upon... I don't know, man, I am tired.
Long day.
It has been a long day, my God. I got my first jab yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt just the fatigue today. Like I felt fine yesterday. It just felt
Your shoulder's not sore?
How's that?
No, nothing else at all. Like I feel fine regardless.
Yeah,
it was easy as.
Oh, when I first got my first jab, because I'm double vaccinated, my arm was so sore.
Yeah.
Like, I got it Friday and I work Saturdays. Went into work and I was like, I can't move. I don't want to even go to work, but I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the same with him.
Fucked.
Yeah, I almost didn't go in today just because of how tired I was, but I'm kind of like half putting it down to it's all just caught up to me from the weekend.
Yeah.
And so it's probably just like hit me real hard in that way, but I had nothing else though.
Yeah.
I still like sit on the fence and opinion wise on the vaccine. I got it for work.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I got it before I have to get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got it while it's my choice.
Yeah.
Because I feel like soon everyone's going to have to get it.
Yeah, it's going to become compulsory. There's no doubt, and fighting it's only going to get you so far.
Yeah. And I was like, I got the flu when I was younger. Same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Me, it was more of my family, my grandparents. Like, I always go and see them, and just making sure that they're safe. And they're both double vaccinated, which is good.
Yep.
So I pretty much did it for them, and I do work frontline customer service, so it was compulsory for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe in the same because I go into customers' houses, so you know, like that one's real kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I always sat on the fence with it. I hated the fact that I couldn't talk to anyone about it because it just became like a political argument, no matter who you talk to, and it was either people would just try and jam it down your throat that you need to get it, or people would be like, the government's trying to track you. Like you couldn't actually have a logical debate with someone or just a conversation with someone about it.
Yeah.
I hated that fact and had no idea what to do because of that for so long, and I've now just gotten it because I need it for work. That's a reason good enough for me.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Did you see the protest?
I did, yeah.
That was huge.
It was pretty big, yeah.
I was glad I wasn't working out in town. I would have hated it.
There's stuff there.
Some of the drivers at work were a bit annoyed because they were trying to get into the city, trying to deliver the parcels.
Yep.
But because of the whole protest happening, they had to come back to base and just wait until it was cleared.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was a lot of people.
Yeah, it looked pretty big.
Yeah.
People aren't happy.
Nah.
Over in the Wairarapa, I've seen a lot of farmers put up big hay bales and write things on them freedom ? And shit like that. Everyone's unhappy about it.
Yep.
Even the people that are now vaccinated because they were under the impression that everything was going to be lifted and they were going to be set free, sort of thing, and now that's not quite the case, and now they're pissed off too.
Yeah.
No one's happy, man. No one's fucking happy.
I feel bad for Jacinta as well because at first everyone loved it and now everyone's hating on her, but I don't think it's her fault. You can't really.
Yeah. No matter what you do, there was going to be a great majority of people happy and a great majority of people pissed off. No matter what way you did. If she did nothing about the situation, just the current happy people would be unhappy.
Yeah.
You know.
And I know she wouldn't be the only one to make that decision either.
Yeah, multiple other places around the world are doing it.
Yeah.
Australia's having to do it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going that way.
We got it lucky.
Yeah.
We're chilling.
Yeah, well, at least we're small. That's our real big bonus.
Yeah.
We're nice and small.
You name good.
Alright, so Black Lives Matter. You came up with that, kind of like after Black Lives Matter came out. Remember watching that unfold?
Yeah.
But back then I had no real gist of it. I legit sorry for my arrogance, thought you were just jumping on the bandwagon of trying to cop fame off something else that was happening in the moment. But now I understand it's way deeper than that.
Yeah.
And I've had so much appreciation for that ever since. So I want to know more.
Well, I'll start off by saying kia ora, talofa. My name is Karina. Obviously, I own, if anybody knows, Skylar. And obviously, I'm Mrs. Black Lives Matter. Where do we start?
How did this?
How did the idea come about?
Fuck, how did I come up with it? It was just.
Wasn't it when? I think it was when you started the skids, started doing it more and more.
Mm. And I was thinking, because it did come apart from the Black Lives thing, because I was like, I think I must have seen it somewhere. And I was like, I like that idea.
Mm.
And then I was just kind of thinking, it did start off as a skid thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I was all about skids and all that.
Yeah.
And then, I was thinking about how Black Lives Matter was like about a community and stuff, and I was like, I want to change it from skids to a whole bunch of like just a car thing, kind of like what Big Cowboys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I started it. I just wanted to try and make it like a
Movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Which is
didn't
why we
want
added
to.
the movement.
Yeah, movement. Yeah.
Because at first it was just Black Lives Matter, and then we added the movement later on.
Yeah.
Because we didn't want to look like a crew. That's what we weren't. We weren't aiming to make a crew.
Yeah.
We were just
Being a movement. Really.
making
Yeah,
movement. Really.
Trying to make change.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much like
Like what
Cowboys
everyone's trying to
changed
do,
the
which is
culture.
cool.
Yeah.
It's so sick to see, like,
Fuck yeah.
as we said before, like I've been doing these every day almost, and everyone that's been in here has like been almost on the same page all round. It's been really cool to see.
Yeah. I love that.
Fuck
Yeah.
I love that.
It's
I love that everyone in the car scene can relate to that.
Yeah.
And like there's no disagreements or no negative like thoughts or opinions about it, which
Well,
is
we're
awesome.
almost getting there anyway.
Yeah.
There's a few floating around, but
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a few.
I love how everyone's like no one's like seeing Marv doing his thing like, oh, what the hell is this guy doing this thing? Like everyone's like,
Yeah, everyone's like
Yeah.
really
On it,
into it
you know,
and they
all-
love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not, oh, this guy, that's not cool. Trying to
Yeah.
bring everyone together. You know how some people like that?
Yeah, well, see, that's why the scene used to be like it was, because
Yeah.
there was more people that were like that
Mhm.
than there were people like us wanting to have more and more peaceful place.
Yeah.
They liked the fact that it was like rowdy and rivalry and
Yeah.
hateful and
Yeah.
stuff. So
That's what we didn't like originally because we're pretty much new to drags. We only just started, I'd say, last year.
Yeah, you've been doing about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much when I got my Ford.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, it'll be about a year and a half.
Yeah,
Mm.
something like that.
And when we went to drags the first time, like nobody would socialize with people, and that's what I thought. Because we're in the drags, we're all in the same area.
Yeah,
we think
we're in
we'd
the
connect with the
community.
But no, it was like always so negative. So much people that I've come across in there, like they had their own opinions, but it was very negative opinions. Like, oh, you've got a slow car, my car's faster than yours, or
Yeah.
Used to be
my
like
one
that,
looks like
It was very heavily
nicer.
like that.
Yeah, and
Very
I was
heavily
like,
that.
you really come out in the scene saying that stuff to everybody. Like, everyone has their dream cars and what they want their cars to be like. Just appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Yeah,
Like
when I
it's-
first got into cars, my first car was this little Hyundai, and it was like bright purple, and like I put like all the eBay mods on it, right?
Yeah.
And like I loved it to bits, but I never ever went to drags because I knew it was just going to get shat on.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't take it there.
Mm.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got that and then spent every day for 4 months working on it to get it to a fair point that I was comfortable where I was like, yeah, I can take that to
Mm.
drags now. It's semi-respectable.
Yeah, I was the same, exact same with my Skyline. I was like, Ethan was like, oh, you should bring your car out one time, and I was like, nah, like it's too stock, like people will like hate it. Oh, we'll just take the Coon
Yeah.
because everyone loves Coons.
Yeah.
But it was when I think we met Tommy and we seen his one,
Mhm.
his Skyline. I was
Yeah, how
like,
did we meet?
fuck.
Yeah, because he was the first one we met out of Unorthodox.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know.
Everyone knows Tommy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like
Everyone knows Tommy. He makes his way around
Yeah.
somehow.
I think I must have started skidding or something, and then he just came up to me because I wasn't knowing until I met him really,
Yeah.
because I had when I got my personal plates, when I got not me, and then I just met him somehow and started hanging out, and then Now everyone knows me apparently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There is
The
like,
amount of people that know you but you don't know them
It's
is
crazy.
crazy.
oh yeah, that becomes big. See, I've gone through that phase before, and now
Mm.
I'm going through it again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like I did it once before, like 3 years back, and then I left drags for like a year and a half, and then came back into it, like a year and a half ago. But yeah, when I had that drags, like I had all that attention. Everyone knew me.
Yeah.
And I used to live on main road out there,
Yeah.
right on the street, and my
Right on
driveway
the
was
street.
parallel to the street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I was out there every day working on my ute, and
Yeah.
everyone driving by was tooting, waving, like
Fuck yeah.
everyone knew me, but I had no idea who
Yeah.
it was. It got so overwhelming at one point, like real
Mm.
overwhelming. Like I remember buying another small car and going out to drags and that, and no one knew who I was. People that would like walk up to me and say hello just walked right past and no
Yeah.
idea. And
Yeah.
that felt amazing because I'd had so much attention prior to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It gets a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
lot to handle.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I've got their persona as the masked Mexican, because nobody
Yeah.
like, it's like they don't know what I look like without it. So when I'm there,
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a good way to do
Yeah.
it.
Because even still to this day, when he's out there masked up and everything, people don't know it's him,
Yeah.
even though he knows them.
Yeah.
But he's like, he goes up to them and he'll pull his mask up, and they're like, "Oh,
oh shit, it's you!
no, it's not me."
I saw you hanging out the car.
Yeah, no, it's mean.
Fuck yeah.
It's real mean. You guys definitely put on a show.
Fucking love it, man. Yeah.
I love where it's going. I love where the scene's going.
So do I. I love where it's going. That's what I love about the car scene, like being able to meet a lot of people, especially like you, who are so positive and so nice, and like I can have a good yarn, like good conversation with
Yeah.
everybody, and it's not like negative at all, which is good. Because obviously I'm a person who shies away from a lot of people, but once I start talking, I can never stop talking, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and not talk so much today.
That is perfectly fine. Funnily enough, like nearly everyone that comes in here said the same thing. Like, oh, I'm real shy, like, but like get me talking and I won't
Yeah.
stop. Like, everyone's the same. Like,
Yeah.
In all
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah.
If we just got to know each other a little bit better,
Yeah.
we realise that we're pretty much identical.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that was a good thing about too. When I drink, is I'm way more social.
You get more confident.
Yeah, like the drags. I remember, like, if I'm not sober, I'll just like chill. Or if I am sober, and if I'm drinking, I'm just, oh, what's up, what's up, what's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Talking to everybody.
And like he'll repeat the same sentence again to each
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
people he goes to see.
Oh, the amount of mates that I have in the past that, like, when they got drunk, you would hear the same stories over and over. And like, I got down, like, I knew their like key stories so many times that when they got too drunk and were trying to ramble, I could finish it off to the person
Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
it to. Like,
Fuck yeah. That's all about that too. When I drink, I'm more careless. I'm gonna hang out cars and that. If I'm sober, I'll be holding on. If I'm not,
Holding on
I'll
for
just
his
be-
life.
I love it.
Fuck,
That's why I'd rather him drunk
Mm.
when he's doing that, because I'm like, ah, yeah, nah. If he falls off, he'll just get up and laugh.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And then the next day he'll be sore.
Oh, not the Tommy ones.
Yeah, not the Tommy ones.
Yeah, oh my god, I can't believe that guy, eh? He's not leaving my sight anymore, he's not allowed.
Next time I see him coming up, no.
Yep.
Yeah, someone put a leash on him.
Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna put him in the back of the dog handling car if he doesn't behave.
That was my fault that time too, because I was sitting in there, I'm like, get in, get in.
I can't believe it, eh? I leave him for like 30 minutes and then he walks up and says, bro, I just flew out the back of the car. You're kidding, hunt.
It looked crazy but scary at the same
Yeah,
time.
I was-
Like I was scared for them. And
Okay.
as soon as it whipped around, and then all I seen was Tommy flying out,
Yeah.
and then he stood back up. I was like, oh my gosh, not again.
It was,
You need to stay away from skid cars.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be keeping a close eye on him from here on. I know you're watching this, so I will be. Everyone knows it now.
Yeah.
Don't let Tommy near the pad.
Fuck no. Oh god.
How'd you guys end up in the car scene? Like I said, a lot of people, like, it takes a long story for someone to wind up in the car scene.
Yeah.
I see that a lot.
Well, I was always into cars. I wasn't brought up like my parents weren't into cars and that, but I always had like Hot Wheels and stuff, so I was always
Yeah.
into them. And then I would always see like a, skyline or something go past and like it. But I never really thought I'd be into it like that. And then my first car was a Corolla.
I miss that roller. I miss it so
that was
much.
right. And then
Corolla's a solid car.
Fuck
Tell everyone
yeah.
buy a Corolla,
They're
you'll
fucking
never go
mean.
wrong.
Yep.
Like,
I had like 300-something thousand Ks. It was
it
fine.
doesn't never
But
It
it's
die.
was
fine,
fucking
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, my stepdad brought a Corolla and he had it for 8 years. He brought it with a fuck power steering pump, and he reckons when he sold it 8 years later that it had gotten better. And he was a mechanic.
Mm.
He worked actually I won't say where, but yeah. So like, they're good cars. I tell
Fuck
everyone, you
they
should buy
are.
a $500 Corolla,
Fuck
off
yeah.
ridge, and
Yeah.
just use that every day.
Yep.
Corolla's
go
the
wrong.
Best fucking thing.
Cheap parts, cheap fuel.
Yep.
Easy.
It's just amazing. And then we got a teaser, and that's that was like the first boy racer-ish car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where it started.
Yeah.
Really,
And
was
then-
the Alteza.
Because we were going to take it to Hard Park, but it was stock, so we didn't want to.
Yeah.
So but we went to, there was an Alteza like pre-meet, took
Yeah.
it there, and that's kind of where it all started. Went to Hard Park, and then and
And my dad,
that's right.
because I grew up around cars. My dad's a qualified panel beater.
Yep.
My uncle's a qualified mechanic. So
Right.
I grew around. Well, I grew around Subarus really.
Yeah.
So he used to. The both of them used to grab like straight up rubbish Subarus from the wreckers, and they'll do it all the way up. My dad used to own an RS. Fucking loved it. Honestly loved it. And I was only a little girl, but
Yeah.
just loved it. I loved how loud it was.
Yeah. They sound good.
My
Fuck yeah.
uncle's got a Legacy. He's still got it to this day. He hasn't worked on it. He hasn't got time for it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to buy that off him. I hope. But yeah, my dad's still got Impreza. He drives that daily. But he met a mate that I think. Oh, he went to school with Ethan's sister. He went to Tata College. And he also has a Subaru STI.
Mm-hmm.
And we met him. And then, obviously, once we met him, we met a few other people who were also in the car scene that we knew.
Yep.
And I think it started from there.
Yeah, because one time we just went, like just us two, we just kind of sat there, away from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw one person we knew, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll go with it. And then we
Yeah.
went up to him, and he was like, oh, you come with us. And then, yeah, that's kind of where it started.
Hey.
The amount of people I didn't know that I knew in the car scene
Yeah.
was just...
Yeah.
It's amazing how,
Yeah.
how connected the car scene is before it became the scene. Like,
Yeah.
I was
a lot of people
into
wind up in
cars.
the car scene.
Yeah.
And it's great, I love it.
I was into cars, but I was more into sports
Yep.
back in intermediate and college. So that's where I thought I was heading towards, was my sport career. But obviously I got bad knees, so I stopped.
Yeah.
And then at the end of college I met him. And then, yeah, stopped my life of going to uni and started working. But it turned out great because I love the car that I have now. And just joining the car scene, just it still amazes me to this day that we even
But,
found it.
and how far we've become in the car scene.
Yeah,
It's
like
a
we
whole
didn't
world, eh?
we didn't think we were gonna come this far
Mm.
in the car
Yeah,
scene.
like getting known by all the people and that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I had no idea I was going to end up speaking the scene. Like when I
Yeah.
first went out in the scene, we went out with the intention of wanting to make a name for myself in some way, but ended up with a way bigger one than I could ever imagine.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was crazy, and the fact that I left and came back a complete different person.
Yeah.
And still managed to like stay and be accepted in the car scene was big too.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, being accepted.
Yeah, I thought my days in the scene were like over. It's
Mm.
like I can't go back to the scene. It's not going to happen. But yeah, here I am.
Now you got the voice.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. My story in like getting through the scene, like I got in unorthodox the day after I hosted my first ever meet. I
Yeah.
hosted a real small meet out of the blue because like I've been going out for like a few months, and I was just real excited to go to drags at that point, like real energetic. I was a chef at the time, so like I would finish work at 10,
Yeah.
and then race home, get changed, go to drags, be there like around quarter to 11 sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like I was watching the time and it was getting on and no one was posting up, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Got real nervous but still did it. It was a fairly okay night, just like back then a standard kind of Friday night.
Yeah.
But Unorthodox came out, and the next day one of the guys like had actually talked to me in the past. He'd walked up to me, and he came and had a chat about the ute, and that was it. But then he messaged me and was like, "Oh, do you want to be a part of like a group of mates that I have, and that we have a bit of a crew going?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, and what's the name?" And Unorthodox. Fuck off. No way. Fuck. It's now been just over 4 years with them.
Mean.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've pulled that crew together so many fucking times.
Well, that's kind of like how we joined Infamous, really. Is just by me being drunk, walking up to them, hopping in their wagon, just hanging out, and then just keep doing that a couple of times, and then
And also because it was an E-series.
yeah, my E series, yeah. And then they kind of just messaged me, oh, we like you, you've hung out with us, got to know you, you're real cool, and then you want to join? I was like, yeah, why the fuck not,
Yeah.
I love skids, good cans. And yeah, just kind of...
They're not too bad people, eh?
Yeah.
I've known the brothers for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. Went to school with Caleb.
Oh, mean.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's just crazy, like, as you say, the connections that end up
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
the casting. Like,
Yeah.
watching him just like appear in the casting. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, you wound up here, eh?
Yeah.
It's like that meme, what is it? When they're on the boat and they have the bloody things around it. What is it? They're like, first time, eh? Or something like
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that. First time or something.
First time.
But I was always more into like the old school muscle cars.
Yeah.
That's what, because my dad was into that. He used to have a Dodge Dart, and then he wasn't like into cars and like fixing them like how we are. He's more just likes a nice car,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and so that's kind of where it started, I guess. More into them. Like my dream car is a '64 Impala.
Oh yeah, it's a nice car.
Yeah,
I'd love
beautiful.
to.
Beautiful car.
I'd be so happy with life.
That would
Maybe
be a
it's
beautiful
hydraulics.
car.
Yep. He did say if he ever gets one, that's it.
Yep, I'm happy.
He's not going to go for any other cars.
Yeah. No, that would be a very, very, very beautiful car
Fuck yeah.
to have, just cruising around the bays.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of him buying so many cars.
Fuck yeah. Maybe another Maroonie.
Oh, no. Please no.
Now see, I have a habit of holding on to my vehicles so I can't buy too many.
Yeah.
I've had this for so long now. I'm never getting rid of it.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
One day it should come back out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It'll be so awesome to see
It's
that
crazy
out.
though, because like the scene now doesn't know that car,
Mhm.
and that was a very like well-known car
Hmm.
Yeah.
back then.
Is it running at the moment?
Oh yeah, she runs bin.
Oh,
She's just got rust.
Oh, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon you'll take it a hard part?
Yeah, she isn't. Oh, she's missed 1 year, but
Shit.
she's made it to every other one.
Taking it to this one? Coming in?
Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna try to. 1 year I had the Bluebird and the bike. Had all three there.
Fuck yeah. Does it got people in it? Oh, it does do.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. That's fucking sick.
That's cool. Spent so
Oh,
much
I'll
time on
take
that thing.
Wait and see.
Yeah. I've been. I knew I was coming this way from so long ago. Like when I was like 7, I knew I was into cars. I knew I was going to
Yeah.
be getting straight into it.
I wish I did.
So did I.
I just couldn't wait to start working so I could get money so I could do it.
Yep, this hobby's so expensive, I hate it.
Oh,
Mm.
I haven't spent money on cars in a while. Like I've done nothing to mine in a few years, but I was buying things for that like every day. I had stuff arriving every day after work, out there working on the car. Well, back then it was before work 'cause I was a chef.
It sucks when you love skidding cars too, because instead of doing them up, you have to pay to fix them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like with my commie, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it up, skid it. No, I have to fix it.
yep,
I can't spend the money on doing it up.
yep. Just gotta fix it.
Yep.
Yep, no, because now he has 2 cars to fix.
Yep.
I'm glad I just got the one now. Got rid of my little Honda Jazz I had. It did a mint job. Got me to work and back without any hassles. Having to worry about filling up my car every single bloody day.
Yeah, I miss having a cheap car, I guess.
Mm,
It sucks.
yeah, that's why Corollas.
Yes.
Corollas are the way to go. I say it to everyone.
Yep.
Everyone, if you want a cheap car, buy a Corolla.
Don't get a Holden.
No,
No.
don't.
Don't get a...
Don't get a Holden,
Holden
or a Ford
Yep.
at all.
No.
Because you'll be giving away your whole life pretty much. Just to get it
9.7
fixed.
litres I have to all up.
All up.
Yeah. That's the 5.7 coming in the 4 litre Ford.
If only they were together. All in one car.
Fuck yeah. That was sick.
Waste of money.
Petrol. The price of petrol right now are ridiculous though. Holy cow.
They are.
I need
It's
diesel.
ridiculous. Yeah, well,
That's
even
all we're
then.
saying.
True.
Even
Yeah.
then, I remember only 2 years ago
Mm.
when diesel was like $1, the max $1.10.
Mm.
Like now it's almost the price of what 91 was
Yeah.
Yeah.
back then. It's crazy. Of course, it only but goes up. It's only but ever done that, but still.
I do miss using 91. I only use 98 on the Skyline.
Yeah.
She hates 95 now. I think because I keep filling her up with 98, she loves it.
Yes. Yeah. I once owned a Rex. I had a GF8 Rex. I owned it for 8
Ooh.
weeks because I knew I was going to kill myself in it or get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was fucking awesome. Like it was quick as fuck. It was stock. All it had was like lowering springs and a front man intercooler. Other than that, it was the stock Rex.
Yeah.
But something about it moved. Like it moved quicker than all the other Rexes that were in the scene at the time.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
It was insane. But yeah, I took it for a run through the acres from Waikanae through to this side, and I got to the cemetery, got out of the car, and I was shaking because with every corner I was going round, I was going faster and faster because I was trying to find the limit of the car. But the faster I went, the more it wanted to go round the corner.
Yep.
And when I came out at the other end, I was like, I'm going to kill myself in this car because I can't find its limits. It's too powerful.
Yeah.
Like, so I got rid of it 8 weeks into buying it. But
Nice.
loved it to bits. It was fucking awesome, but way too fucking fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the fact that 91, that's the only car I've ever had that I've had to put 91 in. And yeah, that wasn't cheap. I went through, I used to drive around every night, and it would be like $20 gas just to go to town and back. And yeah, I couldn't afford that every night.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
Fuck it.
God damn it, guys.
Yeah.
Bloody gas. Gas prices. I don't understand. Gas prices going up, house pricing going up. Everything's going up, but not our pay.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, and when the
Honest
pays do go up, it's just minimum wage.
It's
Yeah.
And
everything.
anyone that's not on minimum wage just stays where they are.
Stays
Like,
where
you're
they
better
are.
off sitting on minimum until it keeps going up.
Yeah.
Because it's going to keep going up for you.
Yeah.
It's almost catching up to where I'm at. Like,
Same.
soon I'm going to be in that category where I just go
Yeah.
up with it.
It's almost
Like,
there.
that's ridiculous.
And even if you try and find another job with a better pay rate, you still won't be able to get in because of your experience.
Yeah, everyone's like 3 years experience.
Mhm.
Yep.
That sucks because you can't get experience if you can't work.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you can't.
No,
yeah, exactly.
They don't want to at least give you a trial,
Yeah.
to see what you actually are really like.
Yep.
Like, you may not have the experience, but you could have the skills for it.
Exactly.
And that's one way of getting experience,
Yeah.
using those skills that you have.
That's it. It's not so much about the experience in the industry, it's about the practicality of yourself.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because like I used to be a chef, and I had the same issue. Everyone wanted experience, but
Yep.
I managed to get jobs in the end. But like I've had years of experience in being a chef in the actual industry,
Yeah.
and I've been out of it for like 3 years, and I can't cook half as good as I could then. But someone will probably take me on because I've had all those years of experience.
Yeah.
But technically the knowledge is gone.
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near as good. I'd have to like spend a good 6 months cooking every
Redoing
day,
it again.
trying to like build up that skill again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is honestly hard for us, say young ones, getting jobs out there because a lot of them just want experience, which
Yeah.
is kind of bullshit, really. That's why I appreciate my boss at New Zealand Post. I had no experience. I didn't know what I was going into, but I thought I would give it a go.
Yep.
And she didn't care about the experience I had. She just wanted to know what skills I had and if I was actually committed.
Yep.
Which I gave her that commitment. And I promised her that, yeah, I'll show you what I've got. And
Yep.
then first week on, I just went at it, started learning everything that I needed to know, and then, obviously,
Yeah, went
just
from
kept me
there.
on.
And then you gained the experience from doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I'm the same with my boss. Like, I'm not going to name any names because I really don't want him watching this.
Yeah.
But, fucking, he took me on a limb. He didn't know me. I have no other qualifications apart from being a chef. Like,
Yep.
I know how to cook, and like at that point, had no idea anything else really. But I was really good hands-on. Been working on engines since I was like 10 years old, working on motorbikes, and working on cars and all sorts of stuff. Anything like hands-on, I can like pull it apart, work out how it works, put it back together, fix it, whatever.
So, yeah, that's awesome.
Just takes me doing it to work it out.
Mhm.
Yep.
But the day I walked out of being a chef, I had a mate that used to work where I work now, and he talked to the boss and said, told me to come down and come talk to him, and went down and said, look, I've got nothing I can actually put on the table here. Like, I can't show you anything. I've got no experience in anything, no qualification, anything else, but like, give me 30, 40 minutes with one of the products and I'll work out how to install it. Like,
Yeah.
it won't take me too long. And he was like, well, your mate vouches for you. I'll give you a go. And it's been like 4 years, a bit years now.
That's so
It's
good.
just a real small company. There's
Yep.
like 4 of us, and it's the boss, his wife, his son, me.
Sure.
So like we're
So
quite
is it like a family
kind of,
business?
yeah. I guess at this point it's
Yeah.
just he's got, like me, I'm just a contractor
Yeah.
to him, but I just solely contract to him.
Mm.
But no, it's good. I personally enjoy working in small companies. I've
Yeah,
worked
it's
in
a lot
chain
better,
companies,
man.
I hate that. I've worked in big companies and I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like working in a small company, you get to know everyone personally. You get to be all on the same level.
Yeah.
Get
You get
works
treated
out well.
well.
Yeah,
better.
you get
Yeah.
treated so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because NZ Post obviously is a big company,
Mhm.
but they don't treat you as equal as other businesses should or do actually. They don't. I don't want to say a bit too much. 'Cause
Yeah.
But like looking at it, the temps that come in, they're on minimum wage. They're pretty much close to my pay, and it's just bullshit.
Mm.
Because I do 2 jobs in one. So obviously I'm frontline customer service, so I'm
Yep.
at the front counter helping the customers out, and then behind the door, behind the counter, I'm also a damage officer.
Mhm.
So I'm pretty much my own boss, and that's why I love doing damages. Because I can be in my own room, vibe out, listen to the podcast
Yep.
when I can.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I do get distracted a bit too much, and then my phone's calling and people
Yeah,
are
yeah.
trying to ring me. Do you have this? Do you have that? I was like, oh yes, hold on. But yeah, I'd rather be in a small business.
Yeah, it's a
Pretty
lot
much.
friendlier.
Yeah,
A lot friendlier. Like, I've been through some hellish jobs and some hellish situations with some horrible people in
Yep.
jobs, and no one can pay me enough to go through any of that shit ever.
Yep.
Like, I will be homeless before I have
Yep.
to go through that shit.
Yep.
You know. So yeah, it's. I may not have like the best of pay or the best of, everything. My boss sometimes makes some dumb fucking decisions,
Yep.
but like, who doesn't?
yeah. Who
You know, at the end
doesn't?
of the
Everyone
day.
makes
We're all human.
mistakes.
So
Yep.
I'd much rather have like the friendly job environment that I'm in,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I can't really grow in my job, can't really go much further than I currently am. I
Yep.
very much can't do much more work than I already am.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy it for that aspect.
Yep.
You know,
As long
I
as you
get by.
enjoy it and have a good vibe around you,
Yeah.
good people around you, that's all that matters.
and that's it. Like, one day I'll decide I want to do something else and take my life somewhere.
Yep.
Try and grow my life.
Yeah.
But right now I get by and
Yeah.
work in a good environment, and I seriously think that's a real key to like trying to get through like actually getting through the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, like with the how we've like sell clothes and stickers and that. We're also
Yep.
trying to make enough money to end up hopefully getting a workshop,
Mm-hmm.
so we can do like our own like a proper thing, so everyone can just come down and work on the cars, hire out like if they want to park their car there or something.
That's
That is pretty much
That's
why we
our end
bought-
goal, really.
Yeah,
Yep.
our big end goal is to pretty much, with the money that we raise from selling the t-shirts or the hoodies and the stickers, is to actually go towards buying a workshop, like a big workshop, having like 5 or 6 hoists in there, and
Yeah.
then a chill out area so people can game or chill out and just vibe there and like come in and work on your cars at the same time.
Have like a
'Cause
communal
there's a
workshop
lot of-
for us.
Yeah,
Pretty
That's
much.
sick.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
That's really cool.
like a lot of people, which is cool, having like the backyard to work in, blah blah blah. But on rainy days, you want to be inside still working on your car
Yeah.
and getting it done, getting it prepared. So we made that idea of using that money to go towards buying a workshop.
Mhm.
And I'm like all for using my own KiwiSaver just to put that amount of money in to help to buy the workshop.
That's sick. That's seriously cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
seriously
Like a
cool
whole-
idea.
Wellington car scene workshop,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And if that takes off, hopefully, do other workshops around the country for other people.
Yeah.
Might even have like a little tuck shop at the front to sell other stuff, parts and stuff like that.
Well, that's it. Like, as ambitious as it may be, like, we could make this whole change huge and
Yep.
possibly nationwide.
Yep.
Like, if we can get, as we're trying to do now, get the good points across, show what we're doing, and then hopefully get some sort of something out of it. Like, we could maybe get a pad one day or a place that we
Yeah.
can go. If we have that, and then get that same thing happening in different parts of the country, and then have communal garages and workshops for the people that are also using this, like, we could be an actual proper community
Yep.
Yeah.
that doesn't do any wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's, as I said, as ambitious as it is, that's an awesome end goal that
Yep.
we could
It
quite
can.
possibly
Yeah,
do.
that's possible.
It is possible.
Yeah.
We can do that with the amount of people that will support what we're trying to do. Getting the word out, the more and more people that actually come into the scene and just, want to try and expand it in a positive way,
Mm,
which would be awesome.
it would be
It
awesome.
would be so awesome. But it can happen and it will happen.
Everyone has to play their part.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And that is happening too. I've never seen the scene so connected,
Fuck
Yeah.
so committed to trying to achieve something.
Yeah, and I really appreciate being in a family kind of orientation of
Mm,
the car scene.
yeah.
And I love that
And what I saw on Sunday with everyone there
shit.
at all
Yeah,
those places, like, that was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
Even how that guy came up to us.
yeah,
yeah,
that was wicked.
Fuck
Yeah.
That was wicked.
cool.
Like, I know he was trying to get the point across that what we're doing is not really going to
yeah.
do a hell of a
change
lot,
anything,
but we saw all the good points that he said in amongst
Yeah.
that, and that blew me
Yeah.
away. Like,
Mhm.
holy
I
shit.
think that's all I heard was just the
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah, he like spilled that. Like, it's probably
Yeah.
not going to do much. He's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you're saying this.
Yeah, but you're saying this good thing, and
Yeah.
like we want to keep going.
Yeah, you just
If you
inspired
still
us
see
to do
that
it again.
positivity,
Yeah.
it makes us want to
Within
keep going.
2 weeks, we've already gotten that far.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
Give it 2 months. Then what? People are really going to start noticing then.
Yeah, coming towards like the whole drags on Sunday.
Yeah.
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 Imagine
That'd
that.
be cool.
I just always thought like, because I was raised by a family where if you make the mess, clean up the mess, pretty much. Have your fun, but still clean up.
Yep.
And I think that's where it all started, pretty much. Because I'm a person who likes to take care of the environment.
Yep.
Because, our animals are the reason why we're still around, living, because they're part of the nature.
Exactly. We need them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we need
You
them.
know, for
They
many
make
reasons.
the trees grow. It's just when I go into the forest and stuff, I love to vibe in the forest. I
Yeah.
honestly do. Like, it's so calm,
Yeah.
hearing the birds twirl.
I did that earlier in the year because I used to live out the acres, so I used to
Yep.
be surrounded by bush every day.
Mm.
And back then, it was great, but I also would have taken it for granted a lot of the time because I
Yeah.
had it
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
do when you're in it every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as much as it was nice, I also saw a lot of like the downsides. Like, I was very secluded
Yeah.
growing up and very like sheltered from like the outside world because
Mhm.
I was very much not even in the real world. Technically, I was like
Yeah.
always out there.
Yeah.
But now, like, if you need like any sort of like relief from the world that you're living in your day-to-day life, go out to the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for a walk. Like, all that weight and stress of anything that's
Yeah.
happening outside of there just gets lifted.
I would honestly rather do that than to drive in my car, go like way past the speed limit, like going way over 180, and almost about to kill myself. You know, that
Yep.
I'd rather do that than to do that, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, vibe in the forest where you're just alone, just
Chill.
taking a
Yeah.
clear head,
Yeah.
chilling there.
You're
instead
absorbing
of-
everything that the forest has around.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's good for mental.
It
yeah,
really is.
it is.
It really is. Like, and I know a lot of people would think that is like, it sounds stupid because all you're doing is just changing your environment, but you'll be amazed at how much the brain like relaxes in a different environment.
Yep. Yeah.
It's insane.
Even like going, because we live right across from the beach. Like I love just to go across the road,
Yep.
just sit on the sand and
Yep.
just listen to the water.
Yeah.
It's the
The
same
waves.
thing. Exact
Mhm.
same thing. All those things, always natural experiences.
Yeah.
That's why I try and like, I can't stress enough to everyone that like a good way to keep the mind at peace is to like appreciate the small things every
Mhm.
day, as small as they may be. Like I do my work in the Wairarapa, so I
Yep.
travel over the hill every day, nearly every day.
Sure.
So I see that's a beautiful sight.
It
And I've
is.
gone over there every day for like 4 years,
Sure.
and not a single day goes by that I don't think that every morning it looks different. Every trip back it looks different.
Mhm.
It looks amazing. Those hills,
Yep.
the sunset, the fog in the morning, amazing.
Yep.
And I just learned to appreciate all of those things all the time.
Yep.
And then when something big actually happens in my life, the appreciation I have for something big is huge.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like that event's way bigger than it ever would have been.
Mhm.
And it really does actually help. And you stop seeing more of the bad and you see more of the good
Mhm.
Yep.
because you're appreciating the smallest of things.
Yep.
It's how I try and live anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's a good way of living, pretty much.
Can be hard to sometimes though.
Yeah.
Can be very hard to because the bad sticks out more than the good
Yep.
Mhm.
in every situation. And sometimes it's a lot harder to see past that.
Yep. Yeah, I had that really bad. It was bad when I was in intermediate and high school. Like, I was surrounded more around negative people than positive people.
Yep.
And it kind of, like, really upset me. And that's probably why I ran away and did sports, pretty much. Was to get my head off of that negative
Yep.
stuff and keep being positive. Just clearing my mind and forgetting about all that negative stuff, pushing it to the side, or even trying to forget it. Sports is life. That's why I enjoyed playing tennis. I used to play that. I think I used to do it for 3 or 4 years, competitively.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it so much because I can just release my anger
Yeah.
through it.
Sports is really good physically and mentally.
Yeah,
The exercise, sports, a lot of it.
sure is.
Like even if you do like the bare minimum of exercise,
Yep.
the amount of like mental relief you get from that is insane.
Yep.
Like I can't explain it, but
No,
it works.
Yeah.
It
It
does.
really does.
It
and,
really
like,
does.
I was someone as a kid that you would never see me run. I was
Yep.
the one sitting down in PE every class. Like I still don't really run, but
Mm.
like a little bit of exercise every now and then.
Yep.
And it's really good relief mentally.
I love being around people, but then I also love being around myself. So I kind of got off playing netball, basketball, touch and rugby, and all that group teamwork kind of sports, and jumped into tennis. And I could just vibe on my own.
Yep.
Be able to train on my own, clear my own head. Used to, as soon as school finished, I'd run straight down to the tennis court by myself and just play by myself or listen to music while training
Yep.
at the same time. It was good. That's why I enjoyed tennis a lot, really,
Yeah.
because I could just space out.
I can imagine the anger relief you could get out of that. It'd be a real healthy way to release anger.
Yep.
Which is a lot of
It was
people
my
struggle
happy
to
place. Yep. If I couldn't go out to the beach or like to the forest or something,
do. Yeah,
I'd just vibe out there.
that's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
awesome.
So that's me with skids.
Yeah,
But
and
when
it is
I'm-
for a lot of
yeah,
people.
When I'm skidding, that's just my happy place, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the release.
Mm-hmm.
and that's why he
really
wrecks
is.
his cars.
And yeah, and I get that too because I've been there, and I
Mhm.
still know what it's like. I'm dangerous. Like that's why I drive a front wheel drive car every day. I can't trust myself.
Mm.
It's too addicting
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's
It is,
such a
man.
good release
Yeah.
and relief.
That's what I worry about because I haven't done it myself yet. I worry that once I start, I won't stop.
Yeah.
And it'll be too scary for me because I might end up putting other people in danger, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
Or even putting myself in danger.
Because if you don't know what you're doing, it actually is quite. It's quite hard, I'd say.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing,
Mhm.
it takes a bit to pick up. So I was lucky from the age of 10, my dad lived right next door to a big paddock, just handed me the
Yeah.
keys to his van. It's like, just go learn how it handles. Just threw it around, you know. I
Lucky.
spent years throwing cars around a paddock, so you know I had good gist on how to control a car. When it was out of control, I just had to learn how to lose grip on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it's a bit weird. It's kind of natural coming for skating in that. Just got lucky, I guess.
Well, because he's more of a. Like, he's not scared of
Yeah.
anything. He's
Mhm.
not scared to do anything at all.
Yeah,
He's all for it, and he'll completely go 100% for it.
yeah.
Which me, I'm scared, honestly,
Yeah, so it
and
holds you back.
it holds
So
me back.
I'm a bit the same these days because I've calmed down a lot from back then. Back then I didn't have the fear; it was just go for it. And now I think of all the different like outcomes
Mm.
around that situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I totally get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm still in that young reckless stage, I think.
Which is fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fun as
It's
hell. Like
fun.
I wish part of me wishes I was still like that, you know.
Okay.
I mean, we are only 20,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we still got to try and live our life.
Yeah, definitely.
I have a bad habit for thinking too much ahead in the future and trying to prepare for the future,
Yeah.
which is not a bad thing,
No.
but
But it can be a bit too much sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it puts a lot of strain on my head, and I'm always overthinking about things, and then I
Yeah.
start stressing out, and then I get frustrated, and I guess that's why I love speeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
it's good where I come in because I'm a complete opposite. I just
Yeah.
live in the moment.
Yeah.
I'm more like, fuck it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's more of living in the
So we
moment.
kind of balance each other out.
Yeah, which is
Yeah,
good.
that's good.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I like it that way.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is me being a scaredy cat and like telling him, "Oh no, don't do that, don't do that. You might hurt yourself." And then
Getting
he's
the
like, "Oh,
anger
I
out,
don't
yeah.
care."
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's dope. It's cool seeing you guys out and seeing you
Like,
guys
Yeah.
make a difference.
Yeah, I'm so happy, like, where we've gone, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like super stoked on how far we've come, and like I'm even surprised about the amount of people who are like asking about the hoodies and the
everything.
stickers.
Yeah.
It's
and-
crazy. We didn't think
Yeah.
it would actually be as big as it was.
Neither
Mm.
did I. Like, I even like a lot of my co-workers at work even love the idea of what we're doing, and
Yeah.
they even brought hoodies off us.
Damn,
They're not
that's
even
cool.
really into cars.
And they're not really into
Damn.
cars. They were just interested about the fact that we're doing something that is trying to change everything pretty
Yeah,
much.
for your own community.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
yeah, and they
That's
love that idea. So
I'm gonna have
Hopefully.
to buy one off you guys. That's for sure. Chuck one in here alongside the others.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, it just amazes me that even my own co-workers are so interested about it. Like, they even started up their own Instagram pages just to follow the Black Lives Matter page.
Damn.
Like, I was like, you didn't need to do that,
Yeah.
you know, I could just tell you what's happening.
That's so cool.
But they like to be in the moment there, and they watch everything that we do. And yeah, I love them. They're awesome.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Even we've got the support of our own parents too.
Yep.
My dad's also buying the hoodies off us. I was gonna say like to him, no, you don't. I don't need to charge you for the hoodies because you're my dad.
Yeah.
But Dad's like, nah, I want to give you the money because you know you're putting it towards, you know,
Yeah.
getting the workshop.
Something you care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we did too on Friday. Was all the money we got from stickers went straight to the charity thing.
Yeah.
That was a good night.
Yeah, man.
That was
a
an
real
awesome
good
night.
That was cool.
I'm really stoked and like
Yes.
shocked at the same time that the amount of money that was raised, and that was just the
Crazy.
cash alone.
Exactly. There's so much more outside of that as
Yeah.
well. Like my Ma was on last night, and that export box was full of cash
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And that was from the Saturday. Like, It's
Fuck.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've never seen one so big.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
we've
big
been
Same.
doing them from the start, and
Like even listening to, I think, was it a few weeks back? I think it was before Halloween, and you and Tommy were on, and I was listening to how you guys 3 years ago, like, only raised, was it like 1,500 or something?
our biggest one
Or-
before this was 12.
Yeah,
1,200.
yeah, something like that, and like 700 the
Yeah.
other year, and then now $3,000. Like,
Over double.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. And that's legit all because of people like you guys that have put that word out there and changed
Yeah.
the scene for the better.
yeah,
Like, I knew what was going to happen because it happens every year, but just the amount of people that came up to us that they come out for that night because they thought it was that safe place they could come out to
Yep.
and talk
Yep.
to someone like this. Blows me away every time.
Mhm.
Like, we have nothing but time for those people.
Yep.
And we try our hardest to anyway.
yeah.
Even just when we pulled up to the mall, it was just so amazing. Just seeing
Yeah.
It
every room
was.
just packed up.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was mean.
We couldn't walk down that first aisle of
No.
cars.
I
Like,
loved it.
we had to return back with the buckets because they
Yeah.
were full like 3 times before we got to the end of the first row. Like,
I was
It's
even
ridiculous.
trying to clean out my car just to try and find some chub change.
yeah.
Like, literally, I had like a handful of chub change.
Well, in comparison, I remember the first year we did it, which was a really big one. If anyone that's listening, remembers the first year we did it. I remember being down. I won't name the spot actually, but I just remember all the cars was huge. Everyone was on the back of the ute, and we just like drove past all the cars. Got a big video of all the people that showed up, and that was big for back then.
Mm.
But I remember like me and Tommy walking around the cars and like knocking on people's windows and being like, "Do you want to donate?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't really have any cash. Like, do you have any ashtray?" Like, "Oh yeah, sweet." And,
Mm.
you know, we had a lot of people that were definitely like supporting it as well, but like a lot of cars walked around. It was kind of like, "Do you want to donate?" "No."
Mm.
"Okay, do you want to donate?" "No." Like, and then this one, that's just
Amazed. Everyone
everybody
was just going at
just
you
flooding
guys.
us.
Yeah, I remember we came over and everyone was just around you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck.
we couldn't take 2 steps without people pulling us over or surrounding us. Like, it was cool.
Fuck yeah.
It was really cool. Everyone knew why we were there. Everyone knew what we were there for.
Mhm.
Everyone was there for the same reason.
Fuck, it was cool, man.
I was
Bloody
also
cool.
telling Ethan that how my sister wanted to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
She because she's been watching the podcast lately, and she enjoys it. She enjoys just listening to it. Like, I know she has a lot of opinions, but she's like too scared to, talk about it.
Yep.
But she did say to me that night, "Oh, I'll come out because I want to meet Violet," and I was like, "Are you serious?" And
She
it's just
never
like,
comes out.
yeah, she never comes out.
That's
This was
huge.
like actually the first night she actually came out.
Wow. Well, thank
And,
you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Holy shit. Yeah, you maybe too shy to come on, but if you want to come on and just spill your opinions, we can chat off the air.
Yeah.
I'm always keen to listen.
Yeah.
Always keen to listen.
She'll be down. She'll be down for that.
100%. That goes for anyone too. Like, I'm always a good listening ear.
Mm.
That's not my phone, is it?
Well, we've been going for almost now.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
It doesn't take
feel
long.
like it.
Yeah. Goes by pretty quick.
Fuck yeah. Anything else you want
Yeah, anything else you guys want to
to
say?
say? Points or something?
No. The main thing was just to let everybody know why we are Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
It's not just about the skids.
Yep.
It's about the culture,
Yeah.
the family, and trying to make a change, really.
Yep.
And also, like we stated, to raise money to go towards a workshop, just to help people who are trying to find a workshop to actually work on their cars.
Yeah. There's a lot of
'Cause
people
not
out there
everybody-
driving around with illegal cars.
Exactly.
Because they can't work on them.
Yeah.
It costs
Me
a lot
for one of
money.
them. You know,
Yeah.
like, I do have the ability to work on them, but it's not the easiest. You know, I'm very tight in here and
Yeah.
It'd be
I
a
have
lot
the
easier.
grass out there.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest.
So we're wanting to get that workshop done, and probably, if not, probably just buy a land or something and build a workshop. That would be another good thing, and then probably have some storage places on the back so people can store their cars if they need to.
Yep,
You
that's
know?
mean. That's cool. I love it, eh?
Fuck
I
yeah.
seriously do. Seriously do.
Yeah, because we do want to support those people who do want to build up their cars and show show everyone what you got.
Yeah.
Really.
Everyone's got the ability to do.
Mm.
Like,
Mhm.
I knew nothing about cars until I started working on them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I've been working on engines my whole life, but every time I've like started on something new, like I've just pulled apart, worked it out. Like, this was my first ever diesel. I knew nothing about diesels when I got that ute, and every bit of work on it I've done myself, and I did it in my driveway. It's
That's
not,
awesome.
It's not like one bolt on there that I haven't touched. I know that
Fuck
thing
yeah.
inside and out. Everyone has the ability to do it.
Yep.
Most of the time, it just comes down to time, money, and
And where?
being able to do it,
Yeah.
like physically.
Yeah. So hopefully, it probably won't be anytime soon because
Yeah, but
It's
one
one
day,
day,
yeah.
it's a
But
goal to
one
work
day, yeah.
towards. Especially if this thing's going to change the way it is.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that'll be a really good end goal to work
Yep.
towards.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Very
that's
cool.
what we're wanting to like let everybody know and the crews know what we're trying to do.
Man,
And
well, this will go
just-
around within the next like 12 hours.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
moves really quick now.
Yeah.
It's getting very hard to get used to, but it moves very quickly.
Mm.
It does. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, man, well, thank you guys for coming on.
Oh, good.
It
You're
was
welcome back anytime, even just for a random yarn if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Amazing to be on.
Feels good not to be wearing a mask for once, eh?
It's awesome, guys.
Yeah, good.
And no doubt see you guys on the weekend, obviously.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everyone. 73 subscribers out there. We do this for
Thank
you.
you.
We all do this for you. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, bell notification. I forget to say that because like then you get to see it instantly. And as I was saying to these guys before, if you watch this when it comes out, you're pretty much like 30 minutes out from when the conversation actually happened. So you're almost
Mhm.
here. So yeah, until then, catch you all next time. And catch you guys later.
Adios.